All right, Kledi, we're going to take a look at the backstroke from the side view underwater. Again, you can see a lot of the air that you're holding on to through the pole, and it's just entering and not being rotated enough at entry in order to be in the right position to pull. So you're creating a high elbow here, but you can just see the angle of your hand as you come off because you're entering behind the head is coming, it's pointing towards the bottom. So instead of your thumb being here and your pinky being here, so you have that line where you're pulling that water straight back to your hips and your feet. Now you're pulling the water towards the bottom of the pool, just at that point. And it really comes off the fact that you're kind of sweeping the hand out from behind the head. So the rotation needs to be a little bit more as you're at that point. And then as you come here, then you get in a good position to really catch the water and then push it back in your stroke. Again, the other thing that you can kind of see is just how low your hips are in the water. So I keep talking about this, and it's probably one of the bigger points on and probably inhibiting your rotation a little bit is just how low your hips and feet will be when you're swimming backstroke. And if I'm watching Ryan Murphy from here, his hips are here and his feet are here near the surface of the water. So he's riding really high with his hips. He's lifting those hips up towards the surface, and you got to do a better job of doing that. Because right here, all this water that is coming towards you as you're coming towards the wall is just hitting you in a few different places along your body. You know, there's three here that you can see that you're going to be creating drag as water comes towards your body. You got to get those hips up. You got to ride higher in the water when you're swimming your backstroke, and that will help you drive through the water a lot better and get a lot more speed. And again, we just got to clean that air off the hands. You can't be carrying air. You don't do it on your other strokes. It's just mainly when you're swimming backstroke, your body position isn't as good, so you're diagonally down in the water a little bit more, and it makes it much harder for you to have a clean hand when you're pulling. Kickouts generally pretty good. We don't want the kickout to be generated from the shoulders and arms. So if I'm drawing this line, oh, sorry, I'll draw it again. Took that one off, but that's your line. You want the kickout to move up and down from the chest, but you don't want the arms moving off that line. See how yours are moving up and down? And we want to keep that a little more stationary on the kickout. More of that from the hips down than from the arms down through the kick. And then you can see this pull here. Look at how clean that one is. That's the one, your first catch is your breakout stroke. And you can just see the whole time you're pulling the water. That's what we want. And that deep shoulder is creating that. So when you went to break out, you had that deep shoulder. So now through the elbow stays high. You have this nice position here. Your thumb to your pinky is that straight line. You're pulling that water straight back to your hips and back to your feet. And there's nothing but water on that hand. There's no air on it at all. And not one other stroke looked like that in any of the strokes we did. But you didn't have your shoulders deep or anything. And now we'll look at this stroke here, and you can just see the different pitch in the hand, the air bubbles on the hand, and that's just going to slow you down.